Fear is generally recognized as something bad and something not good, and most people try to stay away from it. Well, as life must have taught you by now, it's all about perception. How you perceive something. Now, if you perceive something in a particular way, it can actually give you completely different results. So just think for a minute, if I asked you to run a race with Hussain Bolt, the Olympic record holder, and told you you need to race a 100-meter race with this guy, you'd laugh it off, right? You'd say this is an Olympic champion and he's far better than you, he's much faster. I said, well, just do me a favor, run. And you run the race. Guess what happens? He finishes the 100 meters in less than 9 seconds and you probably 20-25 seconds. So I tell you again, you know what, I need you to run this race one more time. And you just begin to laugh. You say, come on, don't make me a joke. I already lost the race. I don't want to be embarrassed anymore. I tell you, please do me a favor. Run this race one more time. And just before I start the race, just before I say ready, steady, go, I let a mad dog behind you. Trust me, at that point, you're not worried about who you're racing with, whether it's Hussain Bolt or someone else. You're not worried about getting embarrassed or humiliated. You're not even thinking about the race. What are you thinking of? You're thinking of getting away from the mad dog. And that itself will produce amazing results. So instead of the 25 seconds last time around, it will come down to maybe 15 or 14 seconds. Fear does that to you. Fear puts you into perspective. Fear can put you in a lot of focus. And that focus can give you a lot of success. So I think you need all to sometimes put fear in your life. So when you have a job and you never think about getting fired, right? When you have a business and it's going well, you never think about the failure in that business. When you're in a relationship, you never think about what would happen if this doesn't work out. So now what you need to do when everything is going fine, try to hit those scenarios in your head by thinking, what will I do if I get fired today? And you immediately start working on higher levels of productivity. You immediately start working on your network to see who you can call on to look for a new job. If it's a business, you start working on new processes, you start focusing more on your product, you look more at the competition, the market trends. If it's a relationship, you start getting better at making that relationship work. So sometimes I would encourage you to think about some fear so that you get more perspective, more focus, and actually achieve a lot more success.